How's summer? Good? Good? What are you doing with yourselves? Camp? You going to camp or? Thankfully not. Okay, just hang out at home. Good. So, when's your birthday? June 1st. I missed it. When's your birthday? Oh, so yours is coming up. What would you say if I said that for your next birthday, and yours too, because there's another one coming around, I was going to give you $1 gazillion. I promised I would give you $1 gazillion. Sound good? I don't think you really, sounds a bit crazy, right? Because I don't think you guys really believe me. No, because if I promised to give you $1 gazillion and you believe me, you'd be like, yes, because you're kind of like, okay, Pastor Paul lost it a little bit. Actually, I did lose it a little bit because I don't even know how much $1 gazillion is. It's not a number, and I don't even have $1 gazillion. If I had $1 gazillion, I would definitely share it with you, but I don't even have $1 gazillion because I'm not that rich. I have a lot of good things. So, if somebody promises something to you, do you always believe them? No. Because you're not sure if they're really going to do what they say, right? Like me saying I give you $1 gazillion. So, what if God promises you something? Do you believe that? Okay. And if God said that God would give you $1 gazillion, I'd be jumping for joy, right? Because I believe that God would do it. And I think that's the difference between what people say sometimes, even people who mean what they say, but then they just can't fulfill their promises, and what God says. When God makes a promise, God's going to keep that promise. And we know that for sure. And Jesus says to us, right? He says, don't be afraid. God has promised to give you the kingdom. Now, I don't think the kingdom means like a medieval king or a queen who gets all this land and gold and all that. I think the kingdom is God being with us to help us know that we're loved, that we're special, and that God really cares about us. I think that's what the kingdom is. So when Jesus teaches us that prayer, the Lord's Prayer, your kingdom come on earth, I think he means to help us to be aware, to know that God promises to be with us, and that's what the kingdom is. So God's promises are really good promises. They are much better than my promises, because I don't have $1 gazillion. But God has more than we could ever expect or imagine, and that's good news. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought God makes good promises, and you can trust that. So can we pray about that? Dear God, we thank you for bringing us to be here today. We thank you for Luke and Greta and for the time that they're having this summer away from school to enjoy and to celebrate your creation. We thank you that you have made promises to us as your children. Help us to remember your promise to be with us always, to give us the kingdom, which is your presence, which is hope, which is joy, which is love, and to celebrate that, and to give us comfort. For we pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, guys. Good job.